Welcome to Smallcraft Cruising. Kurt Ratzlaff here, and we are at Pyramid Lake, Nevada, and we are here to test my new hydrofoil. So this black piece of plastic is not original to this motor, and these are designed to help the boat perform and like turn better, plane better, all this kind of stuff. So I've bought the SE Sport 200. They have three different models, a 1, a 2, and a 300. So we're gonna measure two things. Basically, one, we're gonna take some numbers with this on and with this off to see like what the differences are, because I don't know. So it begs the question, why do I even want one of these? The problem with this boat is it's not very big, and this engine is very big. Now, it's not a whole lot of horsepower, but since it has hydraulic lift and electric start and a lot of features like that, it's really heavy, and putting this much weight on this small and narrow of a transom, the back of the boat really sits low in the water. The problem with that is this boat is a flat bottom boat, so it's designed to kind of sit this way. But when you're up on a plane and you got this much weight, it's going to sit here and it drags a bit. And it's just not it just doesn't ride like it should. For now, we're just going to see how much performance I get out of this fin and if it fixes the squatting problem. All right, so now we're on the lake. We're basically stopped. And I've got a Humminbird Helix 5. You can see we're in about 100 feet of water we're not moving basically. And then, 76 degrees and it's about 220. Now, since this engine's only 25 horsepower, when I go all the way up to Tahoe, which is around 8,000 feet, this 25 horsepower and 2 to 3 people and gear, not quite enough. So that's why I have what I call the torque prop. And that prop is basically for when I have this boat loaded down up in Tahoe. Down here at Pyramid Lake, we're just under 4,000 feet. So I don't quite need the torque prop unless I'm really loading the boat down. The other prop is pretty much enough. At least that's the way it was before I put the fin on. We'll find out if it's still that way after I put the fin on. Idle speed with the high-speed prop, and we're doing 2.8 miles an hour, 2.7 GPS. Let's bump this up to 1,500 and see what happens. Okay, so there's about 1,500 revs. We're up to 4.9 miles an hour. You can see we've already got just a tiny wake, but we are very clearly not planing yet. Let's bump it up to 2,500 and see where that puts us. Okay, we're at 2,500 RPM, right around 8.2, looks like, alright, looks like we're leveling off around 8.1, 8.2, so we're a little bit faster. You can see that we're just a little bit on a plane, not quite. We do have a wake, but we're not quite out of the water yet. But we're definitely pushing that bow wave. So let's bump it up another 1,000. Alright, so now we're at about 3,500 RPM. We're leveling off around 15.2, 15.3 miles an hour. And you can see that we're up on a plane. That's what it looks like. The water's splashing. The water's splashing just behind the chair here. Kind of view of that. The problem with that is when I lean over the boat to give you a view, it tips the boat and it skews the result a little bit. As you can see, I'm trying to sit as much in the middle of the boat as I can, so I don't affect I affect it as little as possible. But yeah, so that's where we're at. So that's us at 3,500 RPM. Let's bump it up another 1,000. 4,500 RPM. We're doing 21, 21.2. We're clearly going down the water. A nice plane. The wave has moved back pretty far. So let's do wide open throttle here. Looks like wide open throttle's just at 5,000. We're doing 25 miles an hour. And here's what we look like. Alright, so we're going to go back down to about 4,000 RPMs. We're doing about 17. Now, this boat was built before they put hard chines in on boats. They didn't start doing that until about 1960 in most manufacturers, and this is a 59, so it's just the model before that upgrade. And what the hard chine does is when you turn the boat hard, it grabs the water so you don't slide. Now, this boat, the water, it slides. It don't slide like you're drifting. It slides almost like you're, if you were to be on ice or snow or a really, really wet road, and you do this with the steering wheel in your car, your car gets kind of wiggly. That's what this thing feels like when I'm doing this. However, with this fin on the back, it is noticeably reduced. This fin is unmistakably, because if I really get into this, like really kind of a hard corner, I would never do this. I would never have done that without the fin on it. I always had to slow way down, get off the plane, make a tight curve, and then get back on the plane. Because the boat would skip, and sometimes it'd skip and then it'd grab and then it'd throw you across the boat. It's done that to me. So I still have my foot here because it's still sliding and grabbing a little bit, but comparative to how it was before, this thing grabs way better than it used to. All right, so we have the hydrofoil off, and of course you're gonna have to put holes. You got to put holes in the motor to put it on. So if you buy it and you don't like it, you're gonna have holes in your motor. I'm gonna do really quick testing with it off, but about 30 miles away is the very edge of a storm with lots of lightning. So we are going to very quickly run out there, do the speed test, and get off the lake. So we're gonna try and get about 1,500 RPMs, right around 5 miles an hour, 4.9, and then a little bit of a wake, but not a whole lot. Okay, 2,500 RPM. We've got 7 miles an hour, and you can pretty much see, I don't know, it looks like the back end's just a lot deeper in the water. See that we're just a little bit on a plane, not quite. We do have a wake. So let's give it another 1,000 revs. Here we are, about 3,500 revs. We're doing 15.7, and it looks like it's on a pretty normal plane. Nothing. So we're doing 4,500 revs, 23 and a half. Water's back there, towards the back of the boat like it was before. And that's what my wake looks like. Let's do a quick wide open throttle. Looks like we're getting to about 5,100, doing 27. Okay, so Lee's sitting there. I'm on my way to go grab the trailer, and the storm's not too far away, so I'm not going to film my thoughts until after I get back home, because I don't want to get stuck out in that. So there's going to be a bit of scenery change, but we'll talk about what I think about this fin here. I'm literally just leaving the parking lot right now, and it's just starting to rain. So we cut that a little close, but I mean, we made it this time. Probably shouldn't try that again. Okay, so filming my thoughts on the hydrofoil when the storm coming in was a bad idea, so I decided to wait until we got back, and we're doing it in this office here. I cannot stress enough how much of a difference that hydrofoil makes to my boat. Before, it used to just kind of slop around and be all over the place, and once you put the hydrofoil on the motor, it's unmistakable difference that it's there. Absolutely, that hydrofoil is going to stay on my boat. I love it. I will use it. So something I do not like about the hydrofoil, I noticed very clearly after about 20 to 22 miles an hour, the hydrofoil doesn't really do much. It still helps in the cornering a little bit for my boat, but it was definitely more of a drag at higher speeds than it was helpful. So if you're gonna be cruising along, like you're gonna go across the bay at 30, 40, 50 miles an hour in your high-speed powerboat, a hydrofoil like that is probably not gonna do a whole lot. But if you're skiing, doing a lot of like 10 to 20 mile an hour maneuvers and such, you wanna go around, you wanna pull a skier and get that boat up a little better, get up on a plane a little faster, things like that, that hydrofoil is perfect. That's really where I found the performance of that foil really made a difference. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you have an idea of what I can test or review or something you want to see, you can message me at smallcraftcruising@gmail.com. And yeah, so hope you enjoyed, and there'll be another video out soon.